So I'm really not the biggest Stephen A. Smith fan. I do enjoy First Take. I do enjoy shows like Undisputed. I like rebuttals. I like rebuttaling another person. It's fun. But for a man like Stephen A. Smith, which makes a career out of this, he's lackluster, foolish, or just plain dumb sometimes. And before I get into the bulk of the video and I actually rebuttal the rant that he went on his radio show about a week ago, I want to show you what I mean. So, with no further ado, welcome to the courtroom.
Be more of a runner than a thrower.
4-6-7. Here's now Dwayne Haskins.
Before I get into my bulk of my rant, I'm going to show two clips which I believe shows total and utter hypocrisy on Stephen A. Smith's part. And I thought it'd be an interesting thing to add to the video. Essentially, he claims that Zion Williamson, who I believe had more to lose by coming back, which he's going to, and then back up 4 months later, where he says after the Giants mid part of the season, suggesting that Saquon Barkley and Odell Beckham Jr. should sit, which they have a lot less to lose because those guys have contracts and are going to make millions of dollars. Zion doesn't. So why is it okay for Odell and Saquon to sit, but not Zion? This is ridiculous. So, with no further ado, let's look at the clips.
The fact is that they're saying, the hell with your teammates, the hell with the program, the hell with the pursuit of a national title, because I've solidified myself as the #1 overall pick, I am going to quit. In the middle of the season, I'm going to say PEACE, according to Max Kellerman. That is pathetic, period. Sacrilegious, and I'll openly confess, really opposite or contrary to what I customarily preach, because you know, other than Stevie A loving the kids, because he sure does, I also love the fans, the people. I'm a man of the people, except for now. I would say sit Odell Beckham Jr. and Saquon Barkley. Your team stinks. You ain't going nowhere. They're the future. Why jeopardize them? You ain't doing anything. You ain't doing anything. Now I understand that there are people out there that'll sit there and say, bench Eli Manning or whatever. Well, damn it, if he's as awful as you say he is, Max and Molly, you know what? Play him the rest of the year.
So before I get into the bulk of the rant, I was going to show Stephen A. and I was going to, respond to what he was saying on his 6-minute and 50-second rant that he made about a week ago, 8 days now, I think, about the Giants and how basically the Giants front office, Dave Gettleman and Pat Shurmur, Dave Gettleman essentially took Shurmur out to drinks, and that's why he hired him. Not the fact that Shurmur is a brilliant offensive coordinator and has had success everywhere he's ever gone, or the fact that he can make a quarterback like Casey Keenum look like an all-star and cause a team like Denver Broncos to go pay him $21 million. That the front office is basically spitting in the face of other Giants fans because they're bringing back Eli Manning because, in his mind, they're a quarterback away. Well, Stephen A., if the Giants are a quarterback away, why is it that they scored more points on offense than they did any of their counterparts in the NFC East? Why is it that their defense gave up 412 points and we have a 5-11 record? Why is it when we lose by 7 or less points, had the defense held, we would have won? And there's countless number of games you can point to. Eagles, Carolina, Colts. 3 games right there. 3 games, Stephen A. And the Giants would have been 8-8. But Eli's the problem. Jerry Reese, 8 to 10 years of bad drafts. Only had 13 players to show for it going into last year before Dave Gettleman got rid of some. It was down to 8 last year, and it's down a lot less now because obviously Olivier Vernon and Landon Collins have gone. Now it's down to 6. But all of a sudden, the Giants are just supposed to be fixed because, in your mind, they're a quarterback away. Or at least that's what you're saying in your rant. You're ridiculous. And then you quote to me QBR. Do you know how big of a joke of a stat QBR is? You can look every year and see completion percentage, touchdowns, all this other stuff where quarterbacks are very similar, yet their QBR is all over the place. QBR makes no sense. Even guys who understand QBR can't even explain QBR. The only thing more of a joke about this rant is you, Stephen A. Because you're just officially an internet meme now. You're a joke. I don't even watch First Take because I can't stand you. Because you're a 51-year-old man that allows his political views to cloud his judgment, comes out with crap day after day after day, trying to desperately get ratings because your show, since Skip Bayless has left, has gone down and down and down and down. They moved you from ESPN2 to ESPN. You've been in trouble numerous times, including at the Philadelphia Inquirer, where you were demoted, then basically let go, won an arbitration case, brought back, because you allow your political views to cloud your judgment. How about stop looking for the hot first take or the meme and start using the team of researchers behind you instead of sounding like a literal moron on the radio? Thank God you have that radio show. And you can just allow callers that call in to you, essentially, and the minute they disagree with you, you hang up on them. You're a joke. You're a meme. For a man who has a distinguished career like you, you'd think you have a little bit more knowledge. Through your popularity and the fact that you work at ESPN, you have guys coming into the building every day, professional athletes, that you could pick their brain. You're a meme. You're a joke. You don't even use that. You don't even use a team of researchers. You wouldn't have looked so foolish when I showed that Haskins clip. You wouldn't look so foolish and, basically being a hypocrite because you say one thing about Zion Williamson and then turn around halfway point of the Giants season and say they should sit Odell or they should sit Saquon. You're a travesty. You're a joke. Would you make the same argument when the Lions weren't very competitive, when they had Barry Sanders and they had Rodney Peete and Mitchell as their quarterback? Would you say the same thing about Larry Fitzgerald when he had Drew Stanton thrown to him? Or an injured Carson Palmer? Good players strive for greatness. Good players perform regardless of the situation, because that's what they're paid to do. So don't sit there and tell me that my team is spitting in my face. No, Odell and Saquon are paid to do their job, and they're going to do it. Eli Manning comes in every day, doesn't complain, just works hard, puts his head down, and does the best of his ability. And no, he's not the same quarterback he once was. That's the only part you've got right. But as of right now, he gives us the best chance to win. Things might change, and they need to change, and the Giants have to have a plan. But don't sit there and tell me the Giants, by bringing back Eli Manning, are basically a quarterback away. You don't say that in the rant. But if you're going to make that rant, if you're going to talk about that, that's what you're saying. So, Stephen A., use that team of researchers and get a little bit more educated. This has been One Giant Rebuttal. Please like and subscribe. Ring that bell. It's right along here. And go Big Blue.